We live in a world of connected devices. From smartwatches to smart refrigerators, the Internet of Things, IoT, has woven itself into the fabric of our daily lives. But with this increased connectivity comes increased risk. Are your smart devices as secure as you think? This article explores the potential threats facing IoT devices and how you can protect yourself. What are IoT devices and why are they vulnerable? IoT devices are essentially small computers with sensors and internet connectivity. This combination, while convenient, creates vulnerabilities, limited processing power and memory. Many IoT devices have limited resources, making it difficult to implement robust security measures like complex encryption. Lack of updates. Some manufacturers don't regularly release security updates, leaving devices vulnerable to known exploits. Default passwords. Many users fail to change default passwords, making their devices easy targets for hackers. Weak encryption. Some devices use weak or outdated encryption protocols, making it easier for attackers to intercept data. Mass production and low cost. The focus on mass production and low cost can sometimes lead to shortcuts in security testing and implementation. Common IoT security threats. Here are some of the most common threats facing IoT devices. Hacking and unauthorized access. Attackers can exploit vulnerabilities to gain control of your devices, potentially accessing sensitive data, manipulating device functions, or using them to launch attacks on other networks. Data breaches and privacy issues. IoT devices collect vast amounts of data about your habits and preferences. This data can be intercepted or stolen, leading to privacy breaches and even identity theft. Botnet attacks. Hackers can compromise large numbers of IoT devices and use them to form botnets, which can be used to launch large-scale cyber attacks like DDoS attacks, distributed denial of service, overwhelming target websites or servers. Physical attacks. In some cases, attackers may attempt to physically access or tamper with IoT devices to gain control or extract data. Eavesdropping. Smart speakers and cameras can be vulnerable to eavesdropping, allowing attackers to listen in on conversations or monitor activities within your home. How to protect your IoT devices. The good news is that there are several steps you can take to improve the security of your IoT devices. Change default passwords. This is the most basic but crucial step. Change the default username and password to something strong and unique. Keep firmware updated. Install firmware updates as soon as they are available. These updates often include important security patches. Use strong Wi-Fi security. Use a strong Wi-Fi password and consider using WPA2 or WPA3 encryption. Enable two-factor authentication, 2FA, where possible. This adds an extra layer of security to your accounts. Segment your network. Create a separate guest network for your IoT devices to isolate them from your main network. Disable UPnP, Universal Plug and Play. UPnP can create security vulnerabilities. Disable it in your router settings unless absolutely necessary. Research devices before buying. Look for devices from reputable manufacturers with a good track record of security. Monitor device activity. Keep an eye on your devices for any suspicious activity. Use a VPN, virtual private network. A VPN can encrypt your internet traffic and provide an extra layer of security. Specific examples of IoT device vulnerabilities. Smart baby monitors, vulnerable to hacking, allowing unauthorized access to audio and video feeds. Smart home security cameras can be used for surveillance by hackers. Smart thermostats can be manipulated to cause discomfort or increase energy bills. Smart cars, potentially vulnerable to remote control by hackers. The convenience of IoT devices comes with security risks. By taking proactive steps to protect your devices, you can significantly reduce your risk of becoming a victim of cybercrime. Staying informed and practicing good security hygiene are essential in the age of IoT.